nuclear energy, and this one starts with Go Navy. I'm not sure why. What do you think is holding back the nuclear power industry in the United States? China's building a lot of plants. India is building plants. France is 90% nuclear. There's very little building going on in the United States. What's holding that back, and what can be done?
You know, for most of my professional career, when I give speeches on energy, people would always ask about, well, when are we going to build new nuclear plants in the U.S.? And usually I used to answer, not in my working lifetime. But then in 2008, actually, as CEO of DEC, we applied for a license to build a second nuclear plant at our Fermi site. And as you may recall, there was a time when we were kind of in the midst of what was called a nuclear renaissance. And it was the combination of new demand for electricity, shale gas was starting to flow, and people were looking for other sources besides just natural gas. At the time, people were ordering new nuclear plants, and then Fukushima happened. And I won't go into the details of Fukushima, but the Japanese have a totally different philosophy to how they design and how they operate nuclear plants. And I'm confident predicting that what happened there would not have happened in an American nuclear plant. But the American industry has to step back. Lessons learned, we made many additions and changes to our plants to accommodate those scenarios. But the biggest barrier, I guess there are two barriers. One is the upfront cost of a nuclear plant is very high. But once you get the plant operating, it's very attractive to run the plant. So DTE's Fermi plant, when it was built, probably was the most expensive plant in the country, if not one of 5 or 6. They were all very expensive. Today, it is the lowest cost plant on DATE's system, and the lowest cost plant that serves you with power. But you need to have that vision that this is an investment for 10 or 15 years from now. And think of it, we need the politicians to approve our spending that kind of money up front. What are the odds you're going to have a politician think 10 or 15 years ahead today? And so the combination of that high cost and the need to have visionary leaders in the public sector means it's very difficult. But what a lot of people, there are 5 nuclear reactors under construction today in the United States. 2 in South Carolina, 2 in Georgia, and 1 in Tennessee.